If you have more than one cat at home, you've probably experienced the inevitable challenge of dealing with odors. Cats are wonderful, loving companions, but let's face it, when you have multiple felines living together, odor issues can become a real problem. If you've ever walked into your house and been hit with a wave of that unmistakable cat smell, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It can be embarrassing, frustrating, and just downright overwhelming. But don't worry, you're not alone, and I'm here to share some simple yet effective solutions that can turn your multi-cat home into a pleasant space once again. It's completely normal for cats to have natural odors, especially with litter boxes in the mix, but when you have multiple cats, the smell can quickly get out of hand. But before you start feeling defeated, here's the good news. There are solutions, and with a little bit of effort, you can keep your home smelling fresh and clean, no matter how many cats are running around. So let's get into it. How can you tackle the odor issues in a multi-cat home and keep everything smelling nice and fresh? Stick with me, because I'm going to share some game-changing tips that will not only help with odors but will also improve the overall environment for both you and your cats. First off, understanding why cats cause odors in the first place is key to solving the problem. Cats are clean creatures by nature, but when you have multiple cats in one home, there are a few factors at play that can amplify odors. It's important to keep in mind that litter boxes, spraying, bathing habits, and even diet can contribute to the smells that invade your living space. One of the biggest culprits is, of course, the litter box. If you're not cleaning the litter boxes regularly, it can result in a buildup of odors that seem impossible to get rid of. And when you have more than one cat using the same box, it gets even trickier to maintain. Cats are territorial creatures, and they may not want to share a litter box if it's too dirty, which can lead to accidents around your home. But don't worry, there are strategies that can make managing multiple cats and their litter boxes much more manageable. Let's start with litter box maintenance, because let's face it, cleaning the litter box is the most immediate way to deal with odors. If you want to eliminate odors, scooping daily is essential. I know it might not be the most glamorous task, but the truth is, the more often you scoop, the fewer odors will linger in your home. It might sound like a hassle, but trust me, it makes a big difference. For multi-cat households, it's a good rule of thumb to have one litter box per cat, plus one extra. So, if you have 3 cats, you should have 4 litter boxes in your home. This may seem excessive, but it actually helps reduce the competition between cats for bathroom space. Plus, it prevents the buildup of odors from one single box being overused. But just having enough boxes isn't enough. You also need to make sure you're using the right kind of litter. Clumping litter is generally the best option for odor control. It allows you to scoop out waste easily and keep things tidy. Some litters even have odor-absorbing crystals that can help neutralize the smell of urine. Natural, unscented litters are also a great option if you're concerned about chemicals, as they tend to be more breathable and less likely to irritate your cat's sensitive noses. Now, don't forget to deep clean the litter boxes once a week. Even with daily scooping, a thorough cleaning is necessary to keep the box itself from holding onto odors. Wash the boxes with warm water and mild soap, making sure they're completely dry before refilling with fresh litter. The location of the litter box is just as important as the cleanliness. Cats prefer privacy when they use the bathroom, so it's important to place the litter box in a quiet, secluded area that's easily accessible but not in the way. If the box is in a high-traffic area, your cats might avoid using it altogether, or they might start going outside the box, creating even more odor issues. Also, avoid placing the box near your cat's food and water dishes. Cats don't like to eat where they eliminate, so this could create a stressful environment for them and lead to inconsistent litter box usage. Now that we've covered litter boxes, let's talk about the odors that linger in the air. Even with perfectly clean boxes, your home can still hold on to the smells of your cat's presence, especially if they're using multiple boxes. To combat this, you need to ensure your home is properly ventilated. Open windows when you can to let fresh air circulate, and make sure your air conditioning or heating systems are filtering the air effectively. If the odors are still lingering, it's time to bring in some air purifiers. A high-quality air purifier with a HEPA filter is an excellent investment for a multi-cat home. These purifiers help trap airborne particles like hair, dander, and, yes, odors, which can help keep your living space feeling fresh. Place the air purifier near the areas where your cats spend the most time, like their sleeping areas or near the litter boxes. If you're looking for a more natural way to tackle odors, you can use baking soda or activated charcoal. Both of these are natural odor absorbers that can be placed around the house, near litter boxes, or in areas where the smell is the worst. You can also try a cat-safe essential oil diffuser with scents like lavender or chamomile, which are not only soothing for you but also help freshen the air. You might not realize this, but your cat's diet plays a huge role in the way they smell. Certain ingredients in their food can lead to stronger smelling urine or feces. If your cats are on a low-quality diet filled with fillers and artificial additives, it could be contributing to the problem. When choosing a cat food, go for high-quality, high-protein options that contain natural ingredients and minimal fillers. A better diet can lead to healthier digestion, which in turn can help reduce the intensity of their odors. Additionally, hydration is key. Cats who don't drink enough water can produce more concentrated urine, which will lead to stronger odors. If your cats aren't fans of drinking from a bowl, consider investing in a cat water fountain. Cats tend to prefer running water, and a fountain encourages them to drink more, which can help dilute their urine and reduce the smell. Regular grooming can also help reduce odors in a multi-cat home. Cats that groom themselves regularly are less likely to develop strong smells, but cats with long fur or who shed a lot might need some help. Brushing your cats regularly helps keep their fur clean and removes any loose hair that could collect in their environment and contribute to odor buildup. It also prevents matting, which can trap odors in their fur. Bathing your cat is usually unnecessary unless they've gotten into something particularly smelly. But brushing them regularly and keeping their litter boxes clean can go a long way in keeping their fur and skin odor-free. Sometimes, the odor issues aren't just from the litter box. Spraying and marking can create some of the strongest, most persistent odors in a multi-cat home. If you've noticed one of your cats is marking their territory, it could be a sign of stress, territorial behavior, or even a medical issue. To prevent spraying, make sure your cats feel secure and comfortable in their environment. Reducing stress can be as simple as providing enough space, hiding places, and safe zones for each cat to call their own. If the spraying continues, it's a good idea to consult your vet to rule out any underlying medical issues. Dealing with odors in a multi-cat home is definitely a challenge, but it's not impossible. With the right strategies, regular litter box cleaning, a good air purifier, proper nutrition, and a little patience, you can keep your home smelling fresh, no matter how many cats you have. Remember, the key is consistency and creating an environment that makes your cats feel comfortable and secure. This not only helps with odors but ensures that your cats are happy and healthy. If you found these tips helpful and want more advice on how to care for your cats, be sure to subscribe for more tips on creating a cleaner, happier home for you and your feline friends.